Hello, in this question, we are asked to simplify this expression. So on the numerator, we have 3a squared plus 4ab plus b squared, and on the denominator, we have 4a squared plus 3ab minus b squared. The first thing to notice is that both the numerator and the denominator are quadratic expressions. So we are going to have to simplify each one of them, and then we are going to simplify this whole expression. So let's start with the numerator. So on the numerator, we have 3a squared plus 4ab plus b squared. So to simplify this quadratic expression, what we need to do is to rewrite this middle term, and we are going to rewrite the middle term in such a way that we get two factors, and when those two factors are multiplied, they should be able to give us 3a squared b squared, and when those two factors are added, they should give us this middle term. So in this case, those factors are going to be 3ab and ab, so that when we multiply 3ab and ab, we get 3a squared b squared, and when we add them, we get 4ab. So now the middle term becomes 3ab plus ab, and then on the right we have b squared, and to its left we have 3a squared. At this point, we are going to take these terms in pairs, and the first pair is going to be this, and the second pair is going to be this. So on the first pair, what is the common factor? It is 3a. So we factor out 3a from the first pair. So 3a squared divided by 3a, that's going to give us a, plus 3ab divided by 3a, that's going to give us b. So we have factorized the first pair, and then plus in this second pair, the common factor is b. So we factor it out, and ab divided by b, we are going to be left with a, then plus b squared divided by b, that's going to give us b. Then now at this point, notice that a plus b is a common factor in both of these terms. So let's factor out a plus b. So the first term divided by a plus b, that is going to give us 3a, and then plus this second term divided by a plus b, that's going to give us b. So this is the simplification of the numerator. Now it's time we do the same for the denominator. So the denominator is 4a squared plus 3ab minus b squared. Again, we need to rewrite this middle term, and we are rewriting it in such a way that we get two terms, and those two terms, when multiplied, they should give us negative 4a squared b squared, and when those two terms are added, they should give us 3ab, the middle term. So in this case, those two terms are going to be 4ab and ab, and the negative is on the ab, so that when we multiply 4ab and negative ab, we are going to get negative 4a squared b squared, and when we add these two terms, we are going to get 3ab. So now our middle term becomes rewritten to 4ab minus ab, and then on the right we still have minus b squared, and to the left we still have the 4a squared. Now at this point again, we take these terms in pairs. So the first pair is going to be this, and the second pair is going to be this. So on the first pair, the common term is 4a. So we factor out 4a. So 4a squared divided by 4a, that's going to leave us with a. And then plus 4ab divided by 4a, that's going to leave us with b. And then plus, now what is common between negative ab and negative b squared? The common factor there is negative b. So negative ab divided by negative b, that is going to be a. And then negative b squared divided by negative b, that is going to be plus b. So that is the factorization. Now notice on both terms, the common factor is a plus b. So let's factor that out. So we have a plus b, and then the first term divided by a plus b, it's going to give us 4a, and then the second term divided by a plus b is going to give us negative b. So this is the factorization of the denominator. Now we are ready to find the value of the numerator over the denominator. So we found out that when we factorize the numerator, we got a plus b, 3a plus b, and the denominator we have got a plus b times 4a minus b. So by a plus b, 1, by a plus b, 1. So in the numerator, we are left with 3a plus b, and this is all over 4a minus b. And this is the answer.